to do that. Who knows, we'll see. We'll see how much I manage to get done tonight. Also at this point, I want to thank anybody that's recently subscribed. My channel's absolutely taking off, it seems, and I'm getting new subscribers all the time. Things are constantly accelerating, and I'm really, really, really happy, because that's the direction I want the channel to go in. The more successful it is, the more I'll do, the further afield I'll travel. Although saying that, what's really strange is the fact that I can do videos in Newquay, I can do videos travelling to Dalby Forest, I can go to many different beautiful places like the Peak District, but the stealth camp videos in supermarket car parks, they always do the best. So maybe that's what you want to see, I don't know, but if you use the comments to tell me where you prefer to see me, then that's where I'll start going more often. And another thing, some of the comments that you guys are giving me just at the moment are absolutely out of this world. Such a massive boost to my self-esteem. I can honestly not tell you how happy it makes me when people comment on my videos and say supportive things, say nice things, but sometimes even giving me constructive criticism. That helps as well, because these videos are only going to get better if you guys tell me what it is you like and what it is you don't like. So thank you to anyone that has commented, and there are a few of you out there as well that comment every single week religiously, so big shout out to you guys. The reason that I do this for, because you're enjoying it. If people weren't enjoying this, would I do it? Probably. I'd be doing it, yeah, but would I be filming it? Would I be uploading it on YouTube? It's a big task to do. It's a day of filming and a day of editing. So would it be worthwhile to me to do that? 2 days worth of hard work to get nothing out of it? Would I do it? Probably not. I'd still go camping, I'd still do the stealth camping, but it just wouldn't be worth doing the YouTube. But you guys commenting, it makes it more than worthwhile. Literally, my mental health, my self-esteem, how positive I feel in life in general at the moment. I'm just so happy, and it's you. So thank you if you've commented, thank you if you've subscribed, and I'm gonna keep doing my absolute damn hardest to bring videos out every week and try and make them as good as I possibly can. And one last thing I wanted to say was that using analytics on my YouTube video, I can see that the vast majority of people that are watching my channel and watching the videos are not actually subscribed to my channel. Quite a large portion, 70% almost, of people watching my videos are not subscribed. So if you're watching this video now and you're not subscribed, please press the subscribe button, because it helps massively, and I feel like things are doing really well. So stop messing about, get subscribing, and I'll stop messing about and I'll get on to making this bed. No messing around now, I'm going to get straight in here, get everything out, and then start cutting, screwing, getting everything together. Pencils behind my ear, I'm in business. Main structure of the bed base sort of there. I'll quickly slide that in. What I need to do next then is put some battens of wood that are going across, sit on top of the wheel arch, and then that'll give me the extra width this way. Mocked up quickly what it's going to look like. Obviously when I finish, this is going to have a back so that it can be used as a sofa through the day. But then when you pull it out across, the back will slot in and then it'll fill and create an entire bed space. So this is what I've got for now. I've built pretty much the base and put the board on. And I just need to wait for the runners to come, and then I'll build a frame for the top of this with the runners that'll pull out with the lats across, and it'll pull out giving you this much space, so you could at a squeeze sleep 2 people in here. But for the majority of the time, because I'm going to be on my own, this is going to be used as a single bed, and I won't need to pull it out, but it's just there if I want to do that. Nice height really for relaxing. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that for now. I'm going to carry on working a little bit longer, but I think how it is now, I'm going to be able to sleep in the van tonight like this, but we'll see. It's quite bad for splinters, so I don't want to pop the air mattress either. Right then, so it's day 2. I didn't stop out in the van tonight, I am going to stop out tonight. So I've not really made the progress that I was hoping. Pretty much it's exactly as it was when I left you, but I've put apply base on top just so I've got somewhere to sleep for now. What I'm wanting to do is use some runners so that the bed can extend out fully this way. But I'm just struggling to get my head around it. Also, I'm going to need to buy some lats if that's what I'm going to do as well, and I don't have those yet. So for now, it's just going to be this base. There's a small thin air mattress in here, and I've put it inside a sleeping bag just so it doesn't get splintered and pop. It's quite thin, but I think it'll be comfortable enough. There's a bit of flex in the ply as well, so it should be okay. But yeah, I'm quite pleased. Obviously it's not very sightly, but when I've finished and got the pull out how I want it, that's when I'll start cladding this the same as here. There's just some things I've got to work out that I'm not sure I'm going to do yet. So when this door closes, it closes to about here, which leaves probably what, 6-7 inch gap where the pillar can potentially fall down. It'll probably be quite annoying. So I need to decide what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to extend this out, but if I do, then it's not going to sit flush with the kitchen. So maybe I could put something on here that flicks out, or maybe I could just leave it as it is, see how it is. I'm not sure, but this is where I am for now, and I'm going to go speak to Dean, who's been in previous videos, just to get a second opinion really. Sometimes when you get ideas, someone else can come along and say, oh, it won't work because of this, or they might say it will work because of this. You know, I might have missed something. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with it how it is. It's nice to be able to sit and feel what it's going to be like. So like, and I feel like if I do put a pull out, it will be a little bit higher, but I quite like the height that I'm at, so you know, it is going to be that little bit higher, but I will gain so much width by doing it. This obviously, the airbed that's here is the width of, you know, where, so it's is the width of what you would expect somebody to be able to sleep in. It's quite snug, but it fits here perfectly, so I'm not too worried about it being too small for one person, because it's not going to be, it's going to be okay. But to have the ability to pull this out and give yourself that bit more room will just make it that little bit better. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with things how they are at this point. Another thing I've got to do, because I'm going to be now using probably the back doors more than the side doors to get in and out, I need to create a handle, because there's not currently a handle on the door, but there's a simple little trick you can do just to make yourself a handle so that you can get out through the back doors. So I'm going to make a start on that now. Okay, so what we want to start doing is just popping these lugs out. Once that's popped out, give it a pull, and then we're just going to get this out as well, and then we're just going to keep those safe, put them to one side because we're going to be using those to put these back up with later. I'm going to carry on popping these out until I've finished, and then I'll show you what the inside of here looks like. Okay, so when you've taken this off, I'll just leave one just to make it easier to put this in place, and you don't need two people to put it back on. Once you've done that, you need to get yourself a lanyard, preferably one with a hook like this. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to attach this to this part. I'll show you. So here is the mechanism that moves up and down to open this lock, and when I pull the handle you'll see that move. So all we need to do is do something that can lift this up, and that's where the lanyard comes in. So we're just going to clip that onto here, slide that up there, and then we're going to pull this up and keep that nice and neat and tucked out of the way up here. Okay, now we need to get a plastic lug ready. I'm going to bring this back over. Hold that in place, keep it nice and neat, push that in there, and then push the pin inside. And then we're going to do the same, we're going to replace all these plugs. Okay, then a quick test pull. Okay, seems to be working. And then finally we're going to just test that opens the door. Perfect. So that works. It means that when I'm in here now, I can get out nice and easily. Right, so you're joining me now. I've just been to the supermarket and got what I need for my meal tonight. So I'm going to make a move now. I'm going to set off, drive to near work. So I've stopped sometimes a stealth camp. Yeah, stealth camp. The night before work, I'll stop nearby so that I can get to work in the morning, because it can be like, it's a 40-minute drive, and if the traffic's bad it can be an hour to get to work on a morning. So sometimes on a Sunday night I'll do a cheeky little stealth camp near work, and so I can just get up in the morning and I'm there within a couple of minutes. I do have a secret location where I'd stop when I'm at work, so I'm not obviously going to put that on YouTube, because people will then know where I'm stopping near work. And it's a really good spot. It's, honest to God, I don't even know how I found it myself. You just wouldn't expect it to be where it is. That's all well and good, I suppose, because I'm not going to be showing you where it is, but it's basically at the side of the road. There's just like, it just looks like grass, but you can just vaguely see a path, like a that's wide enough for a road, and if you go down it, it just snakes down to the bottom of a banking, and you're literally enclosed. No one can see you there, no one would know that you were there. I don't think many people would know you'd be able to get there. When I saw it, I thought, can you even get down there? It doesn't look like anything, but there's just literally enough space for a car or a van to park, and there's nothing, and there would be no reason why anybody would go there or need to go there, so no one's ever going to go there, that I don't think anyway. So it's brilliant, and you can just sort of see above the trees where I work, and it is very close by. It's less than a 5-minute drive to get to work from where I park. So that's where I'm going to go now. I'm going to make my tea for tonight, and I'm just going to get settled on the bed and just test it out and see what it's like. You know, one of the other good things about camping there in this spot is that because there's nothing around, no houses or anything, you can make as much noise as you want, leave the engine running, charge the batteries up, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to set off there now and get parked up and then make my tea. Quite excited really. So I've got work tomorrow. I'm really excited to get there and test the bed out, and also have my tea as well because I'm hungry. But anyway, I'll stop talking and start driving, and I'll see you when I get there. Just driving to work now, and I've just seen somebody stuck in the dark in the middle of nowhere, so I've turned round. He's on a motorbike. It looks like he's having trouble with it, maybe can't start it, so I'm just going to pull up and see if he needs any tools, because I always carry loads of tools in my van. So let's see if he's alright.
start on me.
Yeah.
So
Fuel in it.
Fuel in
Definitely.
it. Start.
Yeah. Right then, so young lad on a bike. He's only just bought it. He's bought it off somebody and it was stood for 4 years. So he's got it all running, and then he's been out for a drive today. Done a few miles on it, but then it's just conked out. So what I think's happened is it's been stood for so long, the carburetors, which probably gunked up and it's pulled a lot of crap through when he's been running it if he's not changed the fuel. So he just bled the carb out, so it took all the fuel out. Had a quick fiddle with the air mixture screw and managed to get it running to a point where he's going to be able to get home on it. So that's my good deed for the day, innit? And just carry on now on my journey. Right, so I'm just pulling up now outside my secret location. Up to reversing. So that we can get out. That's it, I'm in the spot. I'll give you like a really quick walk around without trying to reveal too much where I am. So you can't really see, but there's the verge up there, so literally no one can see that you're here. Oh, there's bugs everywhere. And this is literally it. It's nothing, there's nothing here. Just this little bit of a dirt track. And no one would ever know you were up there. And I don't fancy getting eaten alive tonight. I want a good night's sleep before work. Alright then, so here I am on my new bed, and honestly it feels strange in a good way, in a very good way, because I don't know, I just feel so much more comfortable already. Just to be able to lay back or sit up, or if I want to sit up this side, or if I want to sit this side, whichever. Sometimes I used to bring the cooler box inside and I'd sit on that just because it's higher up to cook on, but then, you know, this is the full width, which means I can get where I need to be. So I'm just really, really chuffed, even though it's not anywhere near finished, but I can start using it. I think now I'm quite hungry, so I'm gonna start making something to eat and then start relaxing. It's 11:15. So it's about time I started eating and getting relaxed and ready for bed, ready for work tomorrow, which is just over there. But before I do that, there's one thing I want to show you, and that's this. My new hat, which says Dean's Destination on it. This was bought for me by somebody who watches the channel, but somebody I know from work as well. And yeah, he's bought me this, how cool. So when the weather's a bit nicer, I'll be rocking this. Imagine what this looks like with that blue hoodie I've got, the ones with my initials on. That's going to look good, I think. Okay, so that's literally the hard work done, and all that's left is to just tidy up while that's in the oven. Feel so high up, like my head's touching the window. Usually it'd be on the floor, But yeah, look what I can see. Feels so strange to be high up, but also like really nice. So ideally I need to, well, definitely need to pull the passenger seat forward, because obviously because it reclines, the higher up you go, the closer it gets. So I just need to push that down a bit, and then I'm sweet. But yeah, it's nice to be here, and then also just to be able to sit up, get to what I need. Anyway, this is doing a lot of sizzling. Definitely cooked, but the top's not brown. But it is midnight now, so do I really want to wait another half an hour for the top to be brown? The answer is no, I don't. I'm starving, so I'm going to take it out. Okay. Okay. So this is pretty special, being able to sit and eat comfortably. I'm absolutely starving. Been a long time since I've had a shepherd's pie, to be honest. And this one's a good one. So I'm going to finish eating that. I'm not going to film it, you don't want to see me eat a full shepherd's pie. So yeah, I'll cut the camera for now and join me when I've finished. Right, I've finished work now and I'm like a superhero, because I helped the guy on the bike last night and I've just helped somebody now. So this is what I'm going to show you later on. I've had a beard trim as well. Is this, which is like a jump start battery power pack, and I'll show you that a bit later on. I were hoping to do a test where I were going to intentionally run my battery flat so I could see if it worked. But yeah, a lad has just literally, before I set off from work, has just shouted me over and asked for a jump, and I'm like, oh, I've got this battery pack. So I just jumped him off and it worked. No issues whatsoever, so that's good. But I'll show you through that later on. I'm in a rush now because I'm going to drive back home, and I'm going to make a start straight away on putting the finishing touches on the bed so that I can pull it out. So yeah, it's a boring 40-minute drive home that you don't want to see. So I'll get straight home and I'll see you there.